Hi everybody.
Hey.
Hi, welcome back to another Wind Down Wednesday. I believe this is our last February video.
It's been a long February.
By next Wednesday, it will be March 1st, right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah, because February only has 28 days.
The Ides of March.
Yes, that's my daughter's birthday.
Yeah, the Ides of March.
Yes.
It's a little warm today out here.
It is a little warm. I am thankful though they had supposedly some kind of controlled burn yesterday around the central Florida area, and we were just completely engulfed with smoke, and even this morning it was still lingering around. It was hard to breathe. But thankfully the breeze has pushed it all out of the way, so we don't have to worry about that.
Don't have to worry about that.
The only thing else we have right now is that everything's coated in a nice heavy layer of pollen. So
look at that.
Oh, now you're going to be touching food.
Okay.
Oh man.
I'll rub it on you.
No, don't put it on me.
And you know what's really bizarre is that you could clean this tonight with Windex, and tomorrow morning it'll be just like that.
It'll be filthy.
And I'm feeling it at night. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I get allergy symptoms at night. I mean, where I literally all day long I'm okay because I work inside. And then at night, when I go for a run or go out and work out or whatever, and then I take a shower and I get...
That's one of the downfalls of being in Florida at this time of year. It's very mild down here, and boy, now it's warming up again. We're getting up almost to 90, and it's February.
But the wine tends to cut my allergy symptoms, though.
Well, there you go. Well, then let's dive right on in. We're going to start with the Oso Pardo Rosé. Now, I want to clarify because there are two of them on the site right now, and they are both Scout Circle unlocked. So that means they're wines that are not typically...
It's not fizzy.
No, it's a still rosé. It's not a bubbly. So it's not typically offered on the main website for just regular customers, but it is unlocked so we can get a taste and see how great
I've never had this before.
This vintage is. So this is the one that's 2020, and it says it's I believe it's pronounced, we were talking about this before we started, UTL Requena, Spain. It's $23 a bottle, so very moderately priced. Mm-hmm. And it is 100% Garnacha. That's
100%?
Yes. So for a rosé, it's the process for how they make the wine that makes it a rosé as opposed to a red.
This is good. I mean, we did the rosé at the wine party.
Yes, that was the No Sex for Butterfly, and that was a French. You like this one better? Because the No Sex for Butterfly was one of my favorite rosés.
I mean,
but I have to compare it to this one. Are you getting any kind of particular notes or anything at first?
Immediately, I'm getting it's a very light rosé. Some of the rosés that are out there are sweeter. Mm-hmm. This is not as sweet, which is good.
We're going to talk about that because I think I have an idea why. So it says it's described as fruity and crisp. Technically, it says it's Valencia, Spain, but it says this incredibly delicious rosé from Spain is grown right on the Mediterranean coast. It's the perfect example of how so many different expressions of a grape can exist. This is made from Garnacha, the same dominant grape as Provence rosés. Right. Which, if it's French, then it's probably pronounced Grenache.
Grenache.
But this is Spanish, so this is Garnacha. But it gives more juicy, bold flavors that red wine drinkers will love. So, because we are predominantly red wine drinkers,
that's why I like it.
That might be why we like this. I am a huge fan of Grenache and Garnacha.
Well, it's going down smooth tonight.
Because at the Oso Pardo, they do have a red Garnacha.
They do.
That
we've had it with pasta.
That I absolutely love.
Did we have it with pasta?
We might have. It goes with a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So the soil to sip report for this one says the grapes for this rosé were handpicked from vines planted 35 years ago in UTL Requena, Spain. Immediately after harvest, grapes were moved to stainless steel tanks to ferment on organic, non-GMO, selected yeast for 18 days, and then it was bottled. Okay. So stainless steel. No oakiness or anything like that.
No.
To this. This is a very light wine.
Very light.
Great for just sipping by itself. I think this would be great for like a spring or summer
day. Well, you go
day.
Come home from work.
I definitely like
probably
it
polish
chilled.
off a bottle of this.
I'm not sure. As it gets warmer, I'd be curious to see later on as it gets warmer how that changes the taste of the wine.
I actually prefer it chilled.
I mean, I like it chilled too, but it's. I'm wondering how it's going to.
It may have a richer taste when it's warmer.
It might, yes. So it says the notes for this wine are watermelon, which I'm not getting at all.
I'm getting a little bit of that.
Really?
Like rind, like watermelon rind.
Okay. And limestone.
And the color is not like reddish.
No.
It's almost like orangish.
Yes.
Yes.
Almost kind of like a copper. Ooh, that's a
hornet.
Hopefully that doesn't come flying over here any closer.
There's a hornet here.
So what I was thinking was that because it's so light and it has that real like fresh taste to it.
Yeah.
Are you watching where that's going?
Yes, I may have to get up in a second.
Okay,
here.
and get a fly swatter. Oh, please don't hit me with the pillow. There's a fly swatter in the junk drawer inside of you. That's up by the fan.
Okay.
The limestone, I'm thinking, is maybe what is giving it that lighter taste.
Yes. And
So,
the unoaked.
and the much like just smoother like clean.
I think
taste.
the wines that are done in the stainless steel casks,
Mm-hmm.
I think they definitely have a cleaner, lighter taste than
Yeah.
partially oaked or fully oaked casks that they use.
Now that so my first sip, it was just real light. I wasn't getting any kind of whatever. Now that I'm having another sip of this, I'm starting to get more of the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, it's a really great just sip and drink wine. You don't necessarily have to pair it with anything, but they do suggest that you pair it with tacos. And it says in beach weekends. I could totally see drinking on this, sitting out by the beach.
Yeah.
Or
They
poolside.
probably have little cans too.
This one they don't.
Oh, they don't.
The regular Oso Pardo Garnacha,
Yeah.
they have in little single serve cans, but they don't have the rosé
Really?
in the single serve cans. I know. Well, Scott and Cellar, if you're watching this, if we could get rolling on that one, we'd appreciate that. Because
Yes.
we're going to be taking it to the beach. Little cans would be much better than a big
Where's
bottle.
that dog go?
Just saying.
Oh, there she is.
So the ingredients of this wine are grapes, yeast, and sulfites. This is 12.7% alcohol, and it is 2.2 grams per liter of residual sugar. So a little bit higher. Most of the wines are a gram or less, but this is by no means sweet at all.
No, not at all.
It's got a light fruity taste to it, but no, it doesn't taste sweet at all. And the sulfite level, so I think almost all of the Scotland Cellar wines are 100 parts per milliliter or less, which is typically a lot less than your regular store-bought wine. So again, the sulfites tend to have that like allergic reaction for most people that cause you to have the headaches. So the lower the sulfites, the less likely you are to have those kind of reactions. The histamines, right. This is 61 parts per milliliter.
This is definitely one that I would.
I'm liking this. I'm digging this. Now they said tacos. I want to try with a little bit of the chips and salsa.
Yeah.
I didn't go full on.
Make meat and everything.
No, not tonight. Sorry.
Let me try it. A little salsa.
What are some other things on here that I thought might go well with this?
Yeah.
I thought I had some kind of. I think that's turkey. And it's got some kind of.
I tried it. It's a
on
little spicy.
It is. What did they say that it was? Cajun.
Okay.
I think it's Cajun style.
Yeah.
So a little bit of
It's
spice.
spicy. It is spicy. It's got a little kick to it. Well, your kids won't eat that.
So I'm seeing why they say tacos, because that little, depending on how spicy you like or whatever, but that little bit of spice playing off the fruitier side.
It's good.
That's a really great balance.
Yeah, it is.
One doesn't overpower the other. Now, I'm sure if you go like super spicy, then it might affect the wine a
Well,
little bit more. But
If you're gonna eat habanero peppers or anything, if you drink wine, it's like gonna deaden the flavor of the wine.
yeah,
I mean, but if you're having medium salsa or even maybe this Cajun turkey breast or whatever, I don't know which is spicier. Probably, I think it's the Cajun turkey breast. It's definitely
Probably.
spicier. But I don't know. This is really good with this. The turkey's really good with this. So, wow. So today, today was a busy day for me. Typical day, but busy. One day kind of rolls into each other. It's like last week, our video last week, it seemed just like yesterday we just did that video. It's like, where the hell did the week go?
yeah.
Where did the week go? But
Hey, I'm not complaining. We're halfway past now. I have one more day of school tomorrow. Friday we have a field trip that takes up most of the day, so
yep.
I'm gonna coast right on into the weekend.
Oh, that's right. You have to go to the field trip on Friday. You're not going to be to my house till late, are you?
No. We get back to school before school's over.
You do?
Yeah, they have us switching lunches with the 8th grade because normally it's 6th grade, then 7th grade, and 8th grade. So they have us switching with 8th grade because we won't be on campus during our lunchtime.
Usually when we went on field trips to any of the theme parks, we'd get back at 6 o'clock.
Friday's not the theme park. Friday is the jazz field trip to the Performing Arts Center. Next Tuesday is the one to Animal Kingdom, which I'm not going on. I wasn't selected as a chaperone.
Oh, did you put in for it?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Because I was like, a free day at the theme park to go walk around, heck yeah. Ride some rides.
Well, you know, free if it's free.
It is free. No, apparently there's not nearly as many students as normally have gone in the past, so they needed more teachers to stay behind. I'm kind of hoping, because it's an all-day field trip and they won't be back until like 7 p.m., I'm hoping that the students that didn't bring in their permission slips just stay home that day.
And you get a free day.
Yes, with a very few amount of students, because nobody's going to be assigned anything that day. They can just sit and do like makeup work.
How about strawberries? Have you tried strawberries?
I did try it with the strawberry, so no notes of strawberry with this wine, but I do like the way that tastes with this. Honestly, I think any kind of berry, lighter fruit, watermelon, even pineapple, and any of those kind of tropical or berry kind of fruits, I think would go great with this wine.
I have to constantly feed Sophie.
Yes, to keep her from jumping all over us.
If I wasn't throwing things over there, she'd be like right up here doing everything. But no, this is good. We're gonna move on to the next one, but I'm gonna finish this up because this is pretty good. I just had strawberry.
I was still trying a few more things over here. I have the
It's good with
onion
strawberry.
jack cheese.
Yeah, strawberry.
What do you
is
think
good.
with the blue cheese?
Oh, I love blue cheese with anything. You know that.
Well,
it definitely.
typically I think the blue cheese goes better with red.
It doesn't do. It's definitely going to do more bang for its buck with the red, with the Pinot Noir. But this one we did at the wine party.
Yes.
The Fieldhouse Pinot Noir.
Now I'm also liking this with more of like the creamy or the onion jack cheese.
Yeah.
That tastes very nice too.
Yeah. I've already had it with it.
I honestly I don't know anything that this wouldn't.
Well, it has a red texture to it.
Right, because it's a Garnacha. It has that, but because it's a rosé, it definitely is much lighter.
Yeah, it's good though.
Yeah.
Product of Spain.
So I did want to point out, okay, so it says this rosé hails from UTL Requena, located in the province of Valencia in the eastern part of Spain. This region has a long history of grape growing and wine production that dates back to the 7th century BC. It is the home of the Bobal varietal and is known for producing very smooth, drinkable whites, reds, and rosés. I agree, this is very smooth. Very light, crisp. When I say clean, I'm just thinking like there's nothing that really like kind of like attacks your taste buds.
What I would do in the summer.
Yeah. Or around the outside that helps to keep the chill of the wine.
Yeah, there's a thing in the middle that you put in the freezer and it freezes it. So you pour the wine over and you can float it.
So it does, it doesn't actually like water down your wine, but it keeps it cold. So I just wanted to point out, there is another Oso Pardo Rosé that looks very similar.
Yeah.
That is, was that one also, that one was also 2020. But the other one is from Cantabria, Spain. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Calabria.
No, Cantabria.
Cantabria.
That is actually a mix of 55% Bobal and 45% Merlot. So this is Grenache, but the other rosé is made out of 2 completely different grapes. But I found it interesting because it said that the notes for this one, the other wine that we're not drinking right now, is also watermelon and limestone. It has the same tasting notes. Right. So the other rosé, Oso Pardo Rosé, that they have on the website right now, they have very similar tasting
notes,
even though they're from different. I can't remember if
we haven't, we have to do it.
I know. I think I bought this one specifically because it was the one that we hadn't tried yet. I think we have had the other one. I can't remember if we did a video on it.
I think you need to go back through the annals of our videos and
that
make
sounds
a
like
flow
a
chart.
Great job for you to do.
No, you're good at that.
In all of your free time.
You're good at doing that.
I have none.
You know that you love doing that. You love to meticulously
I like
spreadsheets.
I like to keep track of that stuff, but unfortunately right now I don't have time for that. So I just wanted to point that out. I would assume that then because they have similar tasting notes that they probably taste the same, but you never know, and it's always fun to kind of taste the difference between the two. Yeah, see right here they have another pronunciation guide. Bobal.
Bobal.
It's
boat ball.
So the other one it says.
I could say something right now, but I'm not going.
The other one it says it has on your first sip it has notes of watermelon and cantaloupe. No. And then it has subtle hints of honeysuckle. So that's the other one. That's not the one that we're drinking
Honeysuckle.
tonight.
You know, I have to be honest with you. If you've ever smelled honeysuckle, there really is no. There's no smell to it.
No, there is.
There's no smell. The little honeysuckle. There's no real smell to it. I've grown them before. I don't smell anything when I've smelled them before. Look at this.
I think she's desperately trying to get over there to those snacks. You can't have this.
Here.
I'm sorry, you can't have this. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish mine up so we can move on to the next.
Okay. On a lighter note, you know, the weather is getting hotter here in Central Florida.
Yeah.
But it goes up and down this time of the year. So I'm envisioning probably in March we may have a little dip.
Of course we will. You know when it's going to hit? During spring break.
Yeah, it'll be in the high 50s.
When we want to be at the
rain.
beach, and yeah, it's going to be terrible weather. It's always the way that it works.
That's just the way that it goes.
It's so annoying.
Anyway, so we have the Fieldhouse
301 red wine blend, and this is the 2021 vintage.
2021.
This is a California wine. So we said before the Oso Pardo is a Spanish wine. It's from Spain, but this is from California. It doesn't say specifically what part of California. Maybe I'll have that in the notes a little bit. This is $26 a bottle, so slightly more expensive, but still right in the mid-range.
We're past the dumpster fire year.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I don't know how long it took to grow the grapes, but this was bottled and picked and everything, I think, in 2021.
That gives you a little zing, doesn't it? I like that.
So this one is really interesting. Now that I'm looking at the notes, I'm thinking we may have done a video on this before, but can't hurt to go back and touch on it again. So this is described as fruity and bold. This is a blend of a lot of different grapes.
Really?
So it is 37% Merlot, 36% Cabernet Sauvignon, 25% Pinot Noir, slightly less than 1% of Grenache, so the same grape that we were of the rosé, and 1% Gamay.
It's really good with the Locatelli Romano.
Ooh, yeah, like a salty
it gives you, yes,
okay.
it brings it out.
So fruity and bold with fresh layers of raspberry, blackberry, cranberry, vanilla with great acidity. So I'm thinking, I have some of these truffle chocolates here that are just milk chocolate but with caramel. And I figured vanilla and caramel kind of really go nice together with each other. So I figured those would probably be really good with this wine.
Okay.
So we're definitely have to try that. Some strawberries. And then I have some other savory things like that I think I do have bacon.
You have bacon.
I figured that would go well. Now it does say this one also pairs well with tacos like the first one did. So definitely have to try some chips and salsa.
Do you remember when I made chocolate covered bacon?
I do remember that. Do you remember when we went to that place at Disney Springs, the Edison? That's like the steampunk kind of thing, and they bring out the bacon that's like hanging on a little mini clothesline.
Was it chocolate covered bacon?
I don't think it was chocolate covered. Maybe it was candied bacon or something. It was something special.
It was like thick cut bacon thing.
Oh my gosh, it was delicious.
Yeah, that was good.
We went there to celebrate my 40th, my 30th birthday.
Her 30th birthday.
Yes.
That was a special night.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got all dressed up, and it was a fun place that we don't normally go to.
Maybe I'll put a picture of us in the comments section of the videos tonight.
Okay.
We have to dig that picture up.
Yes.
I'm sure we can dig it up.
Yes. So it says, now in its second vintage, Fieldhouse 301 red wine has become one of our most popular wines. A red wine that is smooth and pleasing to a variety of wine lovers. This new release has the bold and balanced fruit components that make a perfect wine to stock up on. I agree, definitely. This is one of those things that you want to stock up on.
I want to buy
this dish is not great for dipping.
No, it isn't.
I think maybe it's too small. I put too much salsa in it for that size dish because it's just going everywhere when we try to actually put it on her.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff, folks.
So it says this also not only goes well with tacos, but it goes well with Asian cuisine. And it says basically an anytime red. So like just drinking by itself, or you can probably pair it with a lot of other things, but they specifically say really goes good with tacos or with Asian. On
the nights when we try to be good, and we have had a little bit too much wine, sometimes we get some pork fried rice or some egg rolls. Screw it, let's go to the Chinese place.
If we're having a cheat night.
Right, it's a cheat night, but we drink too much wine and we're starving. We're beyond starving. You're like so hungry you're willing to eat the chair.
Sometimes it's not even because we had any amount to drink. It's just because you just have that craving, and there's like nothing else that can cure that craving.
You gotta have Chinese food.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about Chinese food is that it really isn't that, it's okay the next day warmed up, but it's really the best when you first get it.
Yeah, it's definitely not as good when you try to warm it up.
When you first get it, it's like, when they're making it in the
I'm telling you, love this wine with the bacon.
Oh yeah.
I'm just thinking like anything that you want to put bacon on. Ooh, bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts. If you like bake those, you broil them at the end to kind of crisp everything up. Drizzle a little bit of balsamic, but bacon wrapped scallops, or not scallops, well that too, but bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts. This wine would go really great with.
You know what I was thinking? I might make a bacon wrapped pork roast.
Oh yeah.
Like a smaller pork butt, but wrap it in bacon, for like 2. Don't buy such a gigantic one, but buy it for 2, but like that big, maybe a pound and a half. And then put it in the oven. You don't have to cook it as long, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
It should be ready. But didn't your dad do that? Did your dad do some kind of bacon wrapped roast?
It might have been like a pork tenderloin or something that they wrap the bacon around or just drape the bacon over the top.
I wonder if you, oh, it was my friend on Facebook. He did a bacon wrapped, he did 2 pork roasts, like about that big each, wrapped them in bacon, and he threw them on a smoker all day.
Oh.
And they came out all crispy and delightful.
That does sound nice.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I would definitely eat that. Okay, so.
Yeah, this is good. This is a good Pinot Noir, it is. You know, it's funny because when we did the wine party, I wasn't as impressed. It tastes different tonight for some reason. Maybe it's because I have allergies.
No, but by the time we got to this at the wine party, we'd already gone through a couple of different bubblies. We'd gone through a white, a rosé, and then we got to the lighter red, and then we finished with the heavier fat.
And you know what's different about the wine parties is that we're busy. We're very busy. We're actually working. So it's like
we're around talking to people, answering questions, and we just like to socialize.
We're socializing and drinking like various wines. And people are asking us questions. People were asking me questions. Like there was multiple couples out here, and they were asking me questions, and it was like I didn't have time to really enjoy or savor the savor.
I was just pointing out that this is it's a mixture of all these different grapes. It's a very light.
You love Pinot Noir.
Red wine.
It's your favorite, isn't it?
I do, but like I'm starting to love these like fruitier, bolder red wines.
Oh, I love the bold wines.
That's why I like the Grenache or the Garnacha, the full red version of it, because it's definitely more like jammy.
I have the Comte de la Terre Merlot, which we've never done on a video before. We could do that next week.
Really? Okay.
I'm sure that's going to be that's very bold and rich.
Well, yeah. No, so the Comte de la Terre, they have a Pinot Noir. They have a lot of different wines. We did the Pinot Gris.
Never
recently.
done the Merlot.
I don't think so. But they the Pinot Noir they have.
Here, eat this.
It's not one of no, thank you. It was not one of my favorites because of the taste. In terms of Pinot Noir, it had some notes to it like cranberry and I think like black pepper and some other things where.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, those are not things that like, I gotta try that one. Those are not tasting notes that I want to like gravitate to. I like it, but if I'm gonna have a Pinot Noir, there's a lot of other ones.
I didn't order the Pinot Noir. I ordered the Comte de la Terre red blend, 2 of those.
And then the Merlot.
I ordered the Merlot. I ordered Pinot Gris, and I ordered Cape Pico Chardonnay.
We did the Comte de la Terre red blend in last week's video, right? Because we did a Pinot Gris, and then we did a red blend.
The Comte de la Terre does not let you down. And we've never done the Merlot though.
Comte de la Terre is a little bit more expensive out of the wines that are offered on the Scout and Cellar website, but it is definitely worth it.
And I have a whole host of them. So if we have steak this weekend, we can maybe pop open them. We'll save the Merlot.
Okay. Now, so I had this with the chips and salsa. I definitely liked the rosé better with the chips and salsa than this.
Agreed.
So if you're gonna go taco, I guess if
go
you
with a rosé.
If you're gonna do red.
But try the raspberry with cheese.
Maybe Asian. I think maybe I would like this better with Asian.
Try this one with this cheese.
Which cheese is that?
This is the raspberry vinaigrette.
Oh, the raspberry ale cheese. Okay, so I tried it with the bacon and with the
The Locatelli?
Yeah, the Locatelli cheese.
It made it better, didn't it?
Yes, those definitely go well because it's saltier. And it kind of it enhances some of the flavors.
I want you to envision sitting on in a little table on the corner, and you've got a bottle of this. And tonight the sun's going down, and this is dinner. This is what we're doing, and we're talking about the day and the week, and talk about our problems, our successes, our failures. It's life. Life is life. It's going to be what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be good. There's going to be good times. There's going to be bad.
You know what's funny is on Facebook, we have the memories that pop up on that day from different years from before. And
sometimes you don't want to look at the day.
No, but sometimes it's funny because like I was just talking to my kids this past weekend about the fact that we have these field trips coming up and how I used to go with them on all their field trips.
I did too. And
they just remember all like how much fun it was and like me walking around as their chaperone with all their friends.
I did it.
I know. I mean, it was a fun time for me, and seeing them around their friends. And their friends they're all great kids. They've grown up together, and I know most of them. I know their parents. Like we all know each other, trust each other.
You know what the teachers would do with me? They'd give me a pack of boys.
Oh, as a chaperone.
Yeah,
okay.
they'd say, you take these 6 boys. Let me tell you, it's like herding cattle. 6 boys dragging them across Universal Studios.
No, it's like herding cats because they all want to go off in different directions.
I'm like, hey,
like, nope,
come here. Hey, stop doing that. Stop touching him.
Oh yeah, I know. I do love that with the raspberry ale because of all the different like fruit flavors that you have in this particular wine.
Yeah.
The raspberry ale cheese. It definitely it's not like hit you in the mouth like raspberry. Excuse me. It just has a little bit more of a sweeter kind of finish to it, along with the cheese is very like creamy.
I'm going to admit that the Fieldhouse Pinot Noir at the wine party I would have been like, eh. Tonight it tastes better for some reason. That's the beautiful thing about wine.
No, this is the Fieldhouse Red Blend.
Oh, this is it's not the it's the Pinot Noir.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Red Blend.
I don't have the red one.
Oh, well, I may have been reading the wrong information because I was reading the information for the Red Blend. I thought we were doing the Fieldhouse Red Blend. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm reading the wrong information.
Does that explain a lot of different things to clear things up? Going back to the
a little bit.
Going
okay,
back
well, all right, hang on. No, go ahead, talk.
Okay, so going back to
Let me adjust.
me taking the chaperone. By 1 o'clock, they were all done. They were all like, I was like, come on, what are you doing? Let's go. Come on, let's go. We're going up. We're going to do it again. Again, I'm hungry and tired. So we'll go in air conditioning. We'll get something to eat. And they all had money. You know what I did? I paid for their lunch.
Oh, really?
I said, order anything you want. I'll pay for it. And they were like, okay. I said, you can use that money Mom gave you for whatever you want. You want to buy
well, see, when we did the field trip, so the one that I saw that popped up today was when I went with my son to Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
And that is a fun.
Busch Gardens, ton of fun.
But as part of their field trip package, they got a meal plan. So they got to have like in the cafeteria, they got to have like food and a drink or whatever at this time. They got to go get a snack at this time. Like they were able to get like food throughout the day. That was part of their like field trip package.
Do you know how much it cost back in the day? It was $49 for me for my son, and if I was a chaperone, it was free. I was free.
Yeah.
And so it was $49 to go to Universal Islands of Adventure, and it was a dual thing. We go to both parks.
That's it?
That was all it was.
What year was this?
When Gavin was probably in 6th grade. 6th grade, yeah. So how old's Gavin now? So he's.
I gotta start doing the math.
I can't start doing the math.
Okay, so I apologize. This I don't know what happened. This Fieldhouse Pinot Noir is not currently on the website. So I don't have any information to share with you.
Yeah, I ordered it.
About this. It's not on here right now. If you go, they have all the Pinot Noirs grouped together right here. You have the middle chain.
It's a 2021
the
Pinot
Conte
Noir.
I know, they have the red blend on here for Fieldhouse, but they don't have a Pinot Noir.
You bad girl.
I'm telling you. I don't know, maybe, can't imagine that it's like sold out or anything. But
it's a mainstay.
It is one of the mainstay wines. Okay, so sorry folks, don't have much else to share with you, but this is definitely a that's why it's so light.
Here's to winging it.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna drink wine. We like this wine. If it becomes available on the site again, we'll let you know.
But I will tell you right now, though, as far as a Pinot Noir is concerned, we've done a lot of them on this channel, and this is honestly, when we did it at the wine party, I wasn't. Maybe it's because I was busy. Maybe I wasn't. But I'm kind of impressed tonight with it, and I would definitely order it again.
Okay.
I mean, of course, when you have a wine cellar, you're going to want to fill it. You order 6 bottles of it.
Oh yeah, but it's definitely something that you like that way, because again, these come from smaller family-owned like boutique vineyards that are, so they don't grow as much and produce as much wine.
And year by year, the flavors change. So each vintage, the flavor changes.
On the stuff, whatever that we have on the website, once it sells out, it sells out. You have to wait for them to regrow and reprocess the wine to have another vintage ready to sell with Scout and Cellar. So if you find something that you like, buy a bunch of bottles of it. So you can keep it on hand.
Well, if we build a custom house, we're gonna have a big wine cellar. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be like a library of wines down there. You'll be like, you have to card catalog them. You're gonna be like,
gosh.
Okay, so.
No, you're gonna put it in a database.
So you have a little app on the phone with.
There you go. No, she can't have chocolate. So this is chocolate and caramel truffle. It's a really delightful taste. But I was going based off of the red blend, which said it had notes of vanilla. So this is the Pinot Noir, not the same.
Is that where they say women love chocolate, wine, and hot baths?
Because it sends off the endorphins.
Oh my God! It's not. Wow. Okay. That's.
Well, that definitely. I mean, the caramel plays off very nicely.
Let me try the wine with it.
On this wine, I'm definitely more of a dark chocolate fan, but it's milk chocolate with caramel that definitely plays off.
Yikes!
Because it's a lighter wine. So typically, honestly, your like dark chocolate does do better with your darker bolder red.
I'm gonna make maybe next week. I'll make bacon. I'll make chocolate covered bacon.
Ooh.
And we'll do that with a pairing.
Oh.
With our wine tasting.
Okay.
We'll do bacon, chocolate.
I'm down with that.
You have to get the extra thick sliced boar's head bacon, and then you fry it up, and then remember how you melt the chocolate, and you drizzle the chocolate, and throw it in the freezer.
Okay.
And you have to eat it frozen because it gets.
Yeah, you gotta let it set.
The chocolate starts to melt.
Well, okay, so there's a trick. Now, those of you who have ever made, there's this like peanut butter chocolate little dessert called Buckeyes. Because they look like an actual thing in Ohio called a Buckeye.
Yeah, I know what Buckeyes are.
It's this peanut butter mixture you make together, and you can like roll it up in a little ball. You dip it in chocolate, and then you refrigerate it so it like all congeals together. If you there's like this baking wax you can put into chocolate that helps it stick and mold onto things. That is totally edible. But if you melt that into the chocolate, whenever you dip the bacon in, it goes into your bowels. Oh, stop! Clogs your bowels. When you like dip the bacon in there, it'll help the chocolate stick to that without like congealing like this weird.
Now, would you prefer dark chocolate bacon or milk chocolate bacon?
Dark.
Okay, so but not. I don't want 80% cacao.
No, not yeah.
You want more of a lighter dark chocolate.
Yes.
But oh my own, you could do
that would be delicious.
Oh, it's like. But anyways, I can tell you. So I am. I'm not going to say it on this channel. I'm going to tell you on this channel. I'm going to launch another channel for cooking, and I started doing it last week. I'm getting a new camera, and it's going to be a sub channel off of this channel. But I will probably integrate her with it as well, and Scout and Cellar wines. I am going to present.
What he means by integrate is I will be standing off in the background drinking wine while he cooks.
She may have to film and then cut and pause because you don't want to show.
He might have me over there like as a sous chef, like chopping things up ahead of time and getting it ready for him to actually do the cooking.
Right, and what I'm going to do is I watch some of these chef videos where they show them chopping the vegetable. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have all the onions, everything in little bowls. And I'm going to say, here's the white onions, here's the peppers, here's this.
That's a good idea.
And I'm going to show you how to make things that I've seen online, I've tested them in recipes, and they've come out absolutely unbelievable.
Or even some of the Serafini secret
the Serafini sauces. I may actually.
Well, you see, like on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, when he goes to visit different restaurants, they have like secret sauces or whatever, so they'll already have stuff pre-measured and ingredients, and they'll like leave something out or not tell you how much of whatever they put in there. Or
well, I can't give you all the secrets.
Yeah, they'll be very generic because they don't want to give away the secret recipe.
Can't give you the secrets.
But they'll give you enough information so you get the idea of what it is they're cooking. So
right.
you'll have to play some tricks.
Well, that's the whole idea behind cooking is being creative.
Yeah.
And I view cooking like art. It's a release for me. It's like playing the guitar. It's like doing this. Cooking is a release for me, and like cooking elaborate things is a release. You ask her, I cook elaborate things sometimes, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I just leave me alone. Give me a few hours in the kitchen, and I'm going to prepare you ridiculous foods. And I look at a lot of the videos I see on Instagram and YouTube,
yeah.
and I watch these people cook, and it's like, holy shit. The chicken lasagna. Remember the chicken lasagna?
Oh, where instead of noodles, you like layer the chicken. You cut the chicken like really thin.
Thin, and you use the chicken breast for the noodles instead of pasta. The entire thing is 0 carbs. There's no carbs in the entire thing.
Especially if you don't bread the chicken.
Right. Now I saw another recipe for lasagna where they used lasagna noodles. They used ricotta, but then the next layer they used sour cream.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then the next layer they used sour cream and chive cheese. She wants you to throw it.
I know, you can't have that, princess. I'm sorry. No, my gosh.
No, that's fun to do. And when I do it to her, she gets mad.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, so you're sweating.
I know, it's warm out here.
I know, you ready to go inside?
Yes.
So listen, we're gonna go in and produce the video. So we had a good time. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Again, remember to comment, like, subscribe, share, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook page. Share our Facebook page to your friends and family. You know, if they love wine, we have like wine.com is sharing our videos and stuff now. It's like, so all these different things. Our Facebook page has become kind of popular. We're getting a lot
Every
of
week we keep gaining new members.
We're gaining new members on that. And Rumble, we're getting views, and on YouTube we're getting more views. So if you whatever platform you see it on, just feel free to share it everywhere. If you really want to show your family and have a good time. If you really love wine. And, you know, we are out to sell wine, honestly, that's the truth. But the bottom line is we love wine, and we love to relax.
And we love these wines.
We love these wines, too, because when we first met, we were wine lovers when we first met.
Right.
That was one of the attractants.
And we had no idea the stuff that we were drinking. There was way better stuff out there, which you can find on the Scout and Cellar site.
Well,
Clean crafted is the way to go.
Well, our first date, we drank England beer. But then after that, we'd order wine. It was just every time we would order a bottle, maybe a couple bottles of wine, we'd have dinner, and it was just a natural thing, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was just we'd order wine. And that's what we want. We want viewers who feel the same way. So anyways, we will see you next week, and we're going to be doing the Merlot, the Conte de la Terre Merlot. I'm not sure the vintage, but she does. And then she can pick the other one.
Okay,
so,
deal.
Have a good night and have a good weekend, everybody.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.